If you're diabetic and you love potatoes, I got good news for you. Welcome to the Finders. I'm your host, Michael. Today's star of the week, purple yam. Why? Let's go find out. Now, let's look at the definition. Ube, pronounced ube, is a purple yam that is a staple in the Philippines. A relative of the sweet potato, yuca, and taro root, ube has dark, purple skin and vibrant purple inside. Ube grows above ground on vines, while Okinawan sweet potatoes grow underground like African yam. Root vegetable. It is a root vegetable. That means that it grows from the roots of the host plant. It can be right underground, like the African yam, or above ground. Indigenous to the Philippines, we talked about this already. So let's move to the nutrition facts. Nutrition facts for ube yam: calories 140, carbs 27 grams, protein 1 gram, fat 0.1 gram, which is very good. Fiber 4 grams, I wish I had more. Sodium 0.83% of the daily value. Potassium 13.5% of the daily value. And calcium 2% of the daily value. It also has vitamin C at 40%, which is amazing. I mean, that's a beautiful number when it comes to diabetics. So for us to understand this video, we have to look at GI index versus GL index. What they mean, what they are. GI means glycemic index. It is a number associated with a particular type of food to indicate the food's effect on the person's blood glucose, blood sugar level. The number typically ranges between 50 and 100, where 100 represents pure glucose, an equivalent amount of pure glucose or sugar. We go to the glycemic load. Glycemic load of food is a number that estimates how much the food will raise a person's blood glucose level after eating it. It can be used to apply the glycemic index to dieting by connecting the GI number with carbohydrate content in a given serving. Okay, so let's dig a little bit more into this, okay? Glycemic indexes and glycemic loads for common foods. The table below shows value of the glycemic index, GI, and glycemic load, GL, for a few common foods. GIs of 55 or below, some people would say 50, some would say 55, are considered low, and 70 or above are considered high. Now, these numbers we must understand are numbers good for or used to measure when you are talking about a regular person, someone who doesn't have diabetes. If you have diabetes, 50 is high. 55 is high. So if you are diabetic, just understand that anything you put in your mouth should at least have below these numbers. Even when green, 50 is green or 55 is green, okay? This is just for people without diabetes, but this video is for diabetics. All right, so we move to the GI index of potato. Why are we concentrating on potato today? Because purple yam is under the umbrella of potato, of the tubers that grow underground or right above ground via roots of the host plant. Okay, so we know that diabetics have a big problem with food, picking out what to eat. They go outside, they find a restaurant, Almost everything on there is high in their GI. Okay, you cannot stop at a McDonald's and buy fries because the GI of fries is up there. Okay, so now we know that. Let's keep on going. This here is just to remind us that it has everything to do with the increase of blood sugar levels. Okay, the GI index. So let's take a look at some GIs of potato. Baked potato is 95. Family, remember that pure glucose is 100. Baked potato is 95. Boiled white potato is 80. Instant mashed potato is 80. So as you look at these numbers, you see that potato, although we make a lot of great things with them, for a diabetic, they should really be careful about potatoes, okay? Because their numbers are usually high, above 55. Even if you have a regular system, okay, 95 is it's high, and 80 and 70. Take a look at baked rosette potato. That's 111. That is alarming. That is more than pure glucose. This is what it does to your body. When you take it, if you're diabetic and you put it in your body, it processes sugar so fast, extremely fast. It's scary. Okay, so we go down to ube or purple yam, which is amazingly low, 24. This is the reason why I'm making this video, because in this channel, which is the Finder's channel, our aim is to find good information for you, whether it be tech, cell phone tech, security, nutrition, food, whatever we can find out there, I will bring to you. We share information. That's why you would hear me always using the word family, because I consider all of you my family. I really honestly do not trust the pharmaceutical industries that always want to push medication on us. Okay, so whatever I find out there that's healthy, that's natural, that's organic, I will bring it to you. If I find tips that will help you with your phone or your car to save you money, whatever is good for us as a family, I will bring it. So let's keep that in mind. Ube yam or purple yam is 24, not 30, not 35, not 45, not 50, 24. And you know, it's always good for diabetics to make their own food, because most of the things out there are processed. So when you know that the purple yam has 24, and you can make with the purple yam whatever you can make with potato, it opens up new doors for you. Okay, so this is a very, very good number. Now we go to foods that deceive. When you wake up and I bring you cereals and I bring you white rice, you would definitely pick the cereals out first if you're diabetic. But you don't understand that cereals have 85. Let that sink in. 85. Okay, so we go to another one, canned apricots. Yes, it's not white rice, it's not white bread, but it's got 91. Boiled carrots, it's got 85. Coke and Sprite have even less than boiled carrots. Breadcrumbs, not bread, bread has 70, breadcrumbs 90. So you have to understand, you have to know your GIs if you're diabetic or pre-diabetic. Or even if your system has no problem, but you're aging, you really need to know these numbers. There's an app that I'm gonna link. I'm gonna tell you, I'll find the name and I'll probably put it in the link below for you to go and download if you have Android. I'm an Android guy, so yeah, I don't know about iPhone. But for Android users, you can just go there, download it. It has the GI of a whole lot of food. It should be on your phone all the time. So the benefits. What are the benefits of ube yam? Let's take a look then. Rich in antioxidants. As we all know, free radicals in the body are bad for anybody, whether you are diabetic or not. Antioxidants always fight free radicals, so it's always good when food contains that. I think blueberry contains a lot of that too. I'm not sure. May help lower blood pressure. Guys, blood pressure, in upcoming videos, we will talk about blood pressure and a berry that helps, super helps in lowering blood pressure. It is extremely powerful berry. Okay, so that's why I would love if you guys would like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Okay, so when I bring videos to you, you'll know when they're out and you can watch them and do more research on them. Okay, so may improve symptoms of asthma. There's another Chinese tea that I'm gonna make a video of later that helps with asthma. Not all Chinese teas do that, but this Chinese tea is very wonderful for asthma, your lungs, everything that has to do with breathing. Okay, promotes gut health. If you don't know, your gut has a lot to do with your brain. Your gut has a lot to do with your brain. Go research that. So always keep your gut healthy. Okay, now we go to the last point. Help manage blood sugar. This is the reason why we're here. It sure does, because it has super low GI. Okay, so don't be afraid. Diabetics know that portion matters, but when you have food like this, you prepare something like this, you can eat a little bit more because you know already that the GI is super low and your body is going to process sugar extremely slowly. Okay, so we go to the next slide. Recipes. Now recipes, the first part of the recipes, okay, because whatever you can do with potatoes, you can do with this. Okay, if you want more intricate recipes, you have to seek out the Filipinos. They have super nice recipes. They can do so much more. They do so much more. Okay, you can research the recipes for purple yam based on the Philippines, and you'll get more information, way more information that I have here. Remember, the Finders channel, I find you information and you now do your research. Okay, so these are some pictures of the recipes you can make with purple yam. So whatever it is and you find out more, just go nuts. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Where to find purple yam? Again, a bit tricky because you cannot find purple yam in grocery stores. The major grocery stores, you cannot find them there. Purple yam is not purple potato. Please don't make that mistake. Because if you walk into Sprouts and you ask them, do you have purple yam? They'll point you to purple potato. It is not the same. Okay? The Filipino stores can have them. African markets will have them. Asian markets and international markets. I live in Los Angeles. There's an international market close to me. That's where I get my purple yam. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share, subscribe, and press the notification bell. And I'll see you soon.